There are homeless people in our theater.
Well, you don't see that every day.
There are homeless people living in our theater.
Everyone loves the theater.
Yes. Hello?
Give me a minute.
Okay, only this guy says he's Moises Predux. Kinda anal about getting the pronunciation right, actually. The new owner, he told me to say. Liz, you know I'm really bad with people and tension, and this is both.
Help me.
Stall him, Jen, okay? I'll be there as soon as I can. Where did they come from?
Beyond.
We think they came in through the east exit door. That lock was taped over. Either they did it or the actors did, and they took advantage of it. Either way, I think it shows initiative.
Can we keep them? Oh, don't you love the theater?
It's warm and not scared like our other home.
Where's your other home, sweetie?
We lived in the park. There were rats.
Well, there's rats here.
Dwayne, no. Well, you're safe here.
Are you crazy? No one is safe here. Moises Predux is...
Beans?
I'm sorry, we just didn't have anywhere else to go.
We have to get them out of here. Moises Predux is absolutely going to fire us if he sees this. You Googled him. He's going to...
Explode!
Load.
Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, I love the Urban Dictionary.
Yes, he's going to explode. He's going to explode all over us. That did not come out the way it sounded in my head. Anyway, just get them out of here as soon as you can. Jen, hello?
No, you can't read them.
My poker face. My poker face, my poker face.
Okay, let's get this all cleaned up and get you out of here. A little help?
No thank you.
No, thank you.
No. This all seems very unhygienic, and I don't like dirt.
You're a janitor.
I am a maintenance engineer, and yes, cleaning is part of my job, but that means eradicating the dirt. And this is more like shuffling it around and not really getting rid of it.
All right, then. Just, thank you. Grab the kid and let's help these people to the door.
I don't like children. They're carriers of all sorts of things, and that one there looks like he's carrying I don't know what. I just can't do it.
Dude, I never knew you were so phobic. Listen, thank you. These are people. They've obviously had a few hard hits in their lives. Thank you. And possibly a mental health issue or two, but they deserve our compassion and respect.
Don't worry, we're used to it. Come on, Danny, let's pack up the bed.
But Mr. Stuffing is scared. Are we going to jail, mister?
Look at him, watching me. He smells my fear.
Oh, God, unbelievable.
My mother is unbelievable. I just got back from lunch with her where I found out my dad has cancer.
Yeah, I heard. Glad his surgery went fine.
Wait, you knew?
Yeah, your mom told me the other night when she came to see the show.
She came to see the show?
Oh, she didn't. Well, she probably had to pee really bad, and she doesn't have a bag like your dad.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Kavanaugh?
I'm sorry? Have they been here the whole time?
Sorry to hear about your father's cancer and your dysfunctional relationship with your mother.
This is Moises Predux.
Moises. Oh, good Lord.
He's the new owner, and I really have to go.
But don't...
Yes. Oh, and thank you for serenading us for the last 10 minutes. You have a lovely voice. She has a terrible voice. If she's starring in one of your productions, I want her fired immediately.
No, she's our lighting designer.
Is she any good at it?
She's great.
Pity. Say, you look familiar, young man. Have I ever seen you before?
I don't think so.
Did you ever work in New York in the theater?
I lived there for a short time a couple years ago. Ran a food truck. I sold falafels.
No, that's not it.
Oh, was it hot dogs? Anyways, I'm sorry if there was some misunderstanding. I thought our appointment was much later.
I do not eat food truck.
Soft pretzels! It was soft pretzels. Anywho.
Hey, Billy, guess what we found? It's colder than a can of hams out there.
That's not a phrase.
Anyway.
Mr. Predux had a cancellation this morning with the mayor, a miscalculation on their part that I'll make sure they regret till the end of their days.
Well, I'm glad I showed up when I did. Please don't hurt me.
This is my assistant, Miss Penny Ginelli, one of the sharpest minds to come out of the Yale School of Drama.
We had 13 Tony-nominated performers last year of our instructors and graduates. Where did you attend?
Well, I attended the University of Don't Be a Pretentious.
Billy! His blood sugar gets low and he gets all crazy.
Enchanted. Anyway, I had an opening in my schedule this morning, so I thought I'd come down and take a look at my new property. I'll be getting some raw data on attendance, profitability, that sort of thing, but I like to get a feel for the space. Touch the bricks. Smell the curtains.
You want to smell the curtains?
Open myself up to the flow and energy of the place.
Are you okay, Liz?
Of course I'm okay. Can I speak to you for just 1 minute, will you?
Mr. Predux has a very busy schedule, Miss...
Rabby! Liz Rabby, my name is Liz Rabby. We won't be long. There's sodas in the fridge.
Oh, I'd like...
No, we're leaving.
Aw.
She looks familiar, too. See if they have falafels in this town.
And then bam, throws me right out the door.
Women.
I know, right? You can't treat people that way. Online, I am an enchantress. I get respect, but not here.
Yeah, what?
I'm a member of this online gaming community, farscene.net. It's mostly text-based adventure gaming, but you really get to know people, you know?
Is it like a dating site?
No, mostly quests. I mean, I have met some great guys, although they may be women. And some of the women I know for a fact are men. And true, they all say they're in peak physical condition and have great jobs and everything, but statistically speaking, it's just improbable. But, you know, sometimes you just get so lonely. It's nice to have someone out there who's interested in you.
Sounds like a dating site to me.
You know what I don't need right now? Judgment, okay?
Totally a dating site.
No, it's not.
What, Liz? What?
We have to find some way to not let those people into the theater.
What? Did Dwayne not paint the stage again? I told him.
It's way worse than that, Billy. Dwayne and Desmond found a family of homeless squatters living in the balcony.
Homeless squatters? Oh, the worst kind. How'd they get in?
Remember that door that was jimmied on the side of the building? Well, they must have come in during the night. They've got sleeping bags and lanterns, and somewhere they picked up a whole lot of cans of beans.
Relax, Liz. This isn't a problem. We'll just explain the situation. I'm sure this sort of thing happens all the time. Mr. Predux is a reasonable man. I'm not a beans person myself, though. I don't like the texture.
He's not a reasonable man, Billy. Do some research. This guy has a terrible reputation. He doesn't tolerate imperfection, and he's going to find a whole lot of it around here without homeless people living in our theater. We've got to do something.
I've got it. Fire alarm. Hold on 1 second.
Stop screwing with it, Billy. You're going to break it.
Almost got it? Totally broke it.
Time well spent.
Plan B, where are they now?
On the stairs behind you.
What's our supply of hand sanitizer look like?
They're like cats. They can tell when you don't want them around. It makes you irresistible to them.
Are you about finished in here? Because we really need to get...
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Hide them in the women's dressing room. I'll lead them past and kick the door on the way by, then sneak them out behind us.
And why don't we start the tour in the catacombs? We can begin with the history of the theater, and then they can lead our homeless friends.
I'm sure they have names, Liz.
I'm sorry. Of course. What are your names?
Beans!
Desmond and Dwayne can lead the Beans family out the box office door.
I don't like it. Mostly because the catacombs give me the heebie-jeebies. There's bodies down there.
I don't want to go down to the code with the bodies.
There aren't any bodies down there. It's a storage area.
Will you make sure nothing gets me if I go down there?
Sure.
Don't worry, young Mr. Beans. We're not going down there. It's super scary.
Billy!
His name is Danny. His father's name is Daniel, and I'm Mary.
Well, we better do something.
Hey, the dressing rooms are too risky, Billy. If
We don't have time to argue, Liz. I'm the theater manager, and we're doing this my way. Go in there and tell Mr. Predux and Miss Gargoyle will be ready to go in a few minutes.
Yeah, but...
Bop. Theater manager, go.
Yeah, whatever.
You are so gonna pay for that.
I know. Go on, get them out of here.
Come on, folks.
Oh, and be careful. We don't want to spill the beans. Huh? No? Okay.
They never check the aisles.
I could never be an actor. Can you imagine being in front of actual people?
I'd love to be in a show. Not as the lead or anything, you know, memorizing all that dialogue. But I wouldn't mind being in the ensemble. All of the fun, none of the pressure.
Have you ever auditioned?
Once, for The Sound of Music. I deliberately frazzled it. Urban Dictionary.
Why would you tank your own audition?
Well, The Sound of Music was on TV every year while I was growing up, right? And every year my mom made me and my two sisters sit down and watch it. And with commercial breaks, that's 3 hours of your life gone forever. So, long story short, I grew to hate everything about it.
Really?
It's the only time I've ever wanted the Nazis to win. Get the Von Trapp family! Get them! Oh, they got away over the mountains again! Life can be so unfair. Mom was disappointed. She told me if I wasn't going to be a Von Trapp singer, I wasn't going to be anything. So she never took me to another audition. Okay, I think we're good here. I really hope everything goes okay today. I am not trained for a real job.
I can feel a positive energy. We should be okay. I think Eliza approves.
Now, let me tell you something about my experience in the theater, young man. Now, you can afford to put on an inferior product in a beautiful space. But not even Lin-Manuel Miranda himself could rescue a performance done in a shithole. And not to put too fine a point on it, but you should rip up the carpet here in the lobby and lay down toilet paper.
Yes.
Because it's a shithole.
Got it. Well, we'd certainly love to hear your suggestions. This is our box office. We currently have...
Oh, good Lord.
This is Miss Ogilvie. She manages our box office. Don't let her scowl fool you. She's a big pussycat, aren't you, Miss Ogilvie?
Are you buying a ticket?
There's no show today, Miss Ogilvie.
Well then, keep walking.
That's the public face of the Calhoun Theater we know and love. Okay, if you go upstairs, we're going to show you the theater space itself.
Follow me.
The theater was completely remodeled in 2014 with new seats, carpet...
Now this is something. A little on the smallish side, perhaps, but she does have potential. Oh, this will be a huge selling point.
Yeah. Selling point?
For audiences, for when we roll out our strategic marketing plan.
Yes, packed houses every night, donors falling all over themselves to give us money. For the arts.
Did you hear that?
Not really. Man, this place really echoes when no one's in it.
He's talking about selling points, Billy.
So what? He's excited to bring more people to the theater. That's a good thing, Liz.
If you believe that's what he actually means by selling points, and I don't, Billy. Selling point means something that will help you sell something.
Would you give the guy a chance?
Fine. But I'm getting my resume ready. Probably long past time I did.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mr. Kavanaugh, you forgot to mention that the theater is booby-trapped.
Why was there a bucket in the middle of the aisle?
How do you not see the bucket before you stepped into it?
Come on, get it off.
You know what this reminds me of?
Hell?
It reminds me of what it must have been like in London during World War II, you know?
You mean when the city was being bombed mercilessly and people went down in the subway to take shelter?
Exactly. Just sitting, nervous, scared, waiting for the bottom to fall out or the roof to cave in or something. Anything, just in this constant tension and suspense.
It reminds me of prom.
Prom?
Yes, my senior prom. My date and I and another couple decided to go down to the school boiler room to smoke some candy. And anyway, there was a little crawl space down there, and we thought it would be cool to go in there. The only problem is the door locked behind us and we couldn't get back out. Now this is Saturday night, so of course we weren't let out until Monday morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah, imagine it. No food, no water, no bathrooms. Needless to say, those friendships are gone forever.
I bet.
What I did gain was a lifetime of claustrophobia. And right now, I feel like there are rats gnawing on my insides, and I just want to get out, okay? I mean, your World War II analogy was poignant and all, but it's just not helping.
People suffered, man.
People suffer every day.
That's true, ma'am. That is surely true.
Just think. Men and women have stood here looking out over audiences since 1900, performing in thousands of shows. Community theater actors don't get paid, Mr. Predux. That's the difference between community and professional theater. Yet they've come since the theater first opened, volunteering to create characters from those meaningless, dead symbols we as a culture have defined as words. Words on paper. Yet they've been brought to life night after night by people whose only reward sometimes is the applause of the audience. That world-recognized sound that confirms for one brief, glorious moment, we're good.
Stage needs painting.
I know.
Of course, without us, those actors would be standing naked on a dark stage in an empty theater.
Thanks, Jen!
No problem. Going for a smoke.
Say hello to lung cancer!
There seems to be plenty of room for sets on stage left, but there's hardly any room stage right. The stage is not equipped to rotate, and there are no rising platforms.
Yes, the stage is right over the dressing room.
This theater is barely functional, Mr. Predux.
Yeah, still she does have her charms, Penny.
Yes, mold for one.
There's no mold here. There's no mold, right?
No.
There's no mold here. There is a general mustiness, though. What is that?
Nothing. Let's continue downstairs into the green room next, huh?
Yes. And the dressing rooms. I want to see where the actors prepare.
Oh, don't forget to smell the curtains! It's actually kind of lemony. Huh.
Mr. Gray, you naughty boy. Try that with me and you'll see where it gets you.
Okay, here we are. Oh, dang it, the door's locked and the keys are back in my office. Tell you what, let's pop back downstairs. I'll grab my keys. Maybe you could use some coffee or tea, right? You're looking pretty withered, Miss Janelli.
Oh, my expression? That's condescension.
Well, my legs are a little tired. I suppose the rest...
This door's unlocked.
Splendid. Little peek wouldn't hurt. Maybe a couple of drinks or two. Floor's a little dingy. Would you please explain what I'm seeing, Mr. Kavanaugh?
You locked the door, Desmond. You locked the door.
Ba-ba-ba.
Beans!